So in this video, I'm going to show you guys how you can make $100 per day from your laptop anywhere in the world during 2022. I have been doing this myself for nearly 8 years, and I've put actually $0 into doing it, which should tell you it is low risk and not an MLM. I am not an MLM babe, even though someone's going to comment that anyway. This is actually a legitimate way to make money online, and I've had dozens of people on my podcast to prove it, just putting that out there. But I'm going to show you guys definitely how you can make during this year, not 2023, this is going to happen this year, how you guys can make at least $100 per day with your laptop anywhere in the world. Let's do it. All right, so a long time ago, 8 years ago, I quit my corporate job and I got on a site called Fiverr, which I'm going to talk about in this video. No, I am not sponsored by them. They just happen to be a tool that I used 8 years ago and still use today. And what you're going to do on a site like Fiverr is sell your freelancing services. So we're going to go over this. So I've been selling my writing on Fiverr for 8 years, and actually last year I made close to $400,000 on the site, and this was after they took their 20%. A dolphin just went by. Something just came out of the water, and it was a huge marine animal.
Where was it going?
He went that way, like literally a dolphin, and I had to like not look at it. So to me, the coolest thing about freelancing on a site like Fiverr or Upwork is that it is completely free to sign up for it. And I've put $0 into my business on Fiverr during these 8 years. So I put $0 into a business that has actually made almost $1.5 million over the last few years. And that is total sales after Fiverr took their 20%. And I do work with a team now, and I'm going to cover this in other videos for you guys, but do know for the first 5 years, it was just me. I was making well into the six-figure realm by myself, so you don't have to worry about all of the complexities of a team yet. And again, I'm going to cover that for you guys. So when I first started freelancing back in 2015, 2016, I was making about $50 per day for a couple months, which still had me ecstatic. So that came out to about $1,500 per month. It was enough to pay my rent, not really anything else, but I was willing to make anything happen, so I did not have to go back to that job. And I would say after about 3 to 4 months, it was already up to the $100 per day realm, which if you do the math is around $3,000 per month. And for most places in the world, that is an affordable living. Please don't come for me if you live in a really expensive area. If you're like, $3,000 wouldn't cover anything for me, then I'm not talking to you right now. But for everybody else, $3,000 should be enough to cover your expenses. So I'm going to go over how you guys can scale up to the $100 mark or beyond. It's very possible to go beyond that mark, but I'm being realistic with you guys, and I'm using $100 per day as the benchmark in this video. Okay, so the first thing you guys are going to do is sign up on a free freelancing platform. There are tons of them. For the purposes of this video, we are going to talk about Fiverr and Upwork, mainly Fiverr because that is where I have all of my experience. Okay, so now I'm showing you guys my Fiverr profile, which is something you are going to set up when you sign up on Fiverr. It's very simple. You're going to put in your email address, you're going to have to submit a photo of your ID, and they're going to give you an account. So right here on the left-hand side is my profile that I set up. You're going to want to make sure that you have a clear image of you. See how I'm smiling and I am facing the camera with a laptop in front of me. I look very excited to get to work today. That enthusiasm can go a long way with these people. They definitely want to think that you are there for them and them alone. Below it, I have what I am on here, copywriter and ghostwriter, to just, again, make that clear. Here are some of the analytics factored into your profile. I'm going to talk about this in the algorithm section. Average response time is 3 hours. That is pretty good. You want to keep yours around there if possible. Last delivery was yesterday, so the more frequently you deliver orders, just the better that will look on your profile. Here's actually a section I should do, adding my clients. That's actually a more recent Fiverr development that they didn't used to have. My portfolio, so important. The more transparent you are with your work, the more people are going to hire you. So here's just a few of my samples. I have blacked out the client name because a lot of people don't want to actually be named in your portfolio. So do always check with clients before you just assume you can throw them in your portfolio. Next, here is the description. There's my age. Here's what I offer on here, and I say what I'm open to, and let's get to work. It, you know, gets right to the point for people. Here are my skills. You know, it's kind of like setting up a LinkedIn profile. I've linked my social media. Some places I have blogs like medium.com. I have my education, although it is not necessary to have a college degree for this, just so you guys know. My certifications, I actually could add that I got my real estate license last month, so thank you video, I'm going to remember to do that. Appearances and features, I could also update this one as well. You see I haven't done it since 2019, so I will update that. And now there's a new section, notable projects and clients, so definitely take advantage of all of these. The more you fill out your profile, profile, the better it looks to potential clients, and the happier Fiverr is, and the more likely they are to push you out to clients as well. So your next step is going to be deciding what it is you want to sell. And you're probably sitting there going, well, Alex, I have no idea what I want to sell. I can't fly into your brain and tell you what that is, but I can tell you what you can do. So if you go up here where it says switch to buying, because right now I'm on seller mode, I'm going to click this, and it's going to bring me to the home page of Fiverr as if I was just a regular buyer. And what you're going to do up here is you're going to type in anything that you have ever been interested in doing. Okay, so down below, actually, I clicked on a lot of these recently for consultations that I've done on Fiverr. This is my friend Georgia, who has an incredible Fiverr profile. If you guys want an example of a copywriter who's killing it, definitely go look at her. But these are just some other people I've done consultations with. I was helping somebody who was thinking about modeling. You can do that on Fiverr. You can be a spokesperson. You can be a brand ambassador. If you go down here, Amazon product listings, professional business consultant. If you go up to the top, all here, these are all the services that you guys could be offering, an insane amount of different things. New feature Fiverr has is trending, so this should tell you about things that are quite popular on the site right now. And it's actually ranked from left to right based on popularity, so that's a really cool thing to know. Logo design is the most popular thing on Fiverr. Lifestyle is the least popular thing, but that doesn't necessarily mean that there isn't traction through it. Like if I click on something like personal stylist here, and you go down, you see this gig has 40 reviews already, and this one has 51. And pretty much only 50% of people will end up actually reviewing the order. So 51 reviews should tell you that there's probably still been 100 orders on this gig. Starting at $70, that's $7,000, probably way more than that, since people can add different packages inside of their gig. So again, even if it's not a popular category, that doesn't mean you should shy away from it. I'm gonna open up this guy's gig now to give you an example inside of the gig of what you should be going for. Anytime you write the gig description, you want to kind of, hit the client right away with your mission, why it is you're doing this, why you care, why you're right for the job. Then you want to move into bullet points, because people have short attention spans. They're going to skip over these paragraphs. You want to go right into what is it you're offering? How does this work? You want to be clear with people, and then you always want to end it with a little motivational, can't wait to help you. Again, a little bit of that corny stuff can go a long way. You're going to want to turn on the 3-tiered packaging. You want to give the client a chance to shop with you. So if you see right here, this guy has turned on a basic one for $70, wardrobe refresh, I should hire this guy for $100, and a premium one for $150. And that's not even showing you all of the add-ons he has available. I'm going to do a separate video on that, but inside of this gig, he probably has like 24-hour turnaround turned on for an extra $50, maybe an extra revision for $25. You definitely want to take advantage of the add-ons without a doubt. Right here is his gig imagery and portfolio. So I think he's showing you different looks, lookbook style things that he does for people. I don't know, looks good to me, looks legitimate. I'm going to show you guys an example of the inside of one of my gigs as well. So let's use my blog gig. I set this thing up, gosh, probably 5 years ago now, so I probably should refresh it. Here is my gig image. So important that there is a photo of you. It builds trust with clients. Please have professional photos taken of you. It really goes a long way. Write big on the image right here. I say, I will write for your blog. Like I could be standing way back here, and from across the room, I get what I'm selling with this, which is so important. You really want to catch people's attention. Next is this little cute graphic I made in Canva for free. It's just a few places I've published my work. It took me 2 extra seconds. It goes a long way. Now here's my portfolio. These are all samples of my writing that I've uploaded into the gig, again, to win over trust. Here are my packages, and you guys can see all of this if you go to my Fiverr profile, which is just fiverr.com/Fasulo. And I also have the subscription feature turned on. I do recommend doing this. It encourages people to kind of book a long-term type of project with you, so you know that they're going to keep coming back. And you can even see at the top of this gig, Fiverr loves when people come back. They love repeat buyers. So I have like a little trophy thing up here to let people know that people come back for more. Here is my gig gig description. You guys can pause on this and just see exactly how I have written it. Please do not copy my stuff verbatim. You will get in trouble. I've had a lot of people do that. So I'm just gonna say, guys, please don't verbatim copy my work. Here's my FAQ. I just use it again to confirm that I'm not lying about my identity, that people can trust me, that I am a native American English speaker. You don't want to lie about anything. You just want to be honest with people. So then once you fill out your gig fully like this, you're going to get to a button that says publish or go live, and that is what you're going to click. Fiverr can sometimes take up to 72 hours to approve a gig for you, so please don't panic if you don't see it right away. Here are just some samples of my gigs, the different things I have open on my profile. You don't have to start with 15 or whatever it is I have here. You can definitely start with just 3. I do recommend starting with 3 because it kind of gives this illusion that you are doing this full time, that you're a professional at this, that you mean business with this. You can always add on more gigs at a later date. And if you ever get overwhelmed with how many orders you're getting, notice I just clicked those 3 dots here. You can click pause and it will actually pause your gig. Just note, if you ever pause a gig, it does fall out of the algorithm, which means it may take a couple weeks for it to come back in the algorithm when you are ready. So I can't tell you how many people message me and they're like, oh my gosh, I paused my gig and now I'm not getting any orders. That's kind of the point of pausing the gig, and it's going to take you some time to get back into the algorithm, so please do not panic. Okay, now bonus tip for you guys. People don't know about this right inside of Fiverr. So your gigs are live, you want more orders, where are they? You want to be making $100 per day. If you really want to kickstart the momentum on your profile, you're going to go up here to more. You're going to click on buyer requests, and this is kind of like a hidden job board inside of Fiverr. And you're going to see right here, these are all the requests that people have posted just on May 4th alone, which is the date today. Look at this, like tons of them. And if you go up here, you can see how many people offered, how long they want the turnaround to be, and what their budget is for it. You can actually filter the buyer request for a certain amount of money if you don't want to be doing $5 orders, which we all understand. If I just clicked on manage notifications, I have mine set to $85 or above. Obviously, if you're brand new to starting out, you might want to set it more to like $20 or something. The quicker you kind of just like bite the bullet with this and get the 5-star reviews you need, the more quickly you're going to be able to scale in the long run. So it's kind of like a trade-off. If you're willing to work super hard for 2 months in the beginning, you'll never have to work like that again, if that makes sense. Up here in the corner, you see 20 offers left for today. So that's how many times you can bid on projects per day. If you look over here, I bid on 87 projects when I was first starting out. So you can see I'm not lying about this. I did use this, and it is a really great way to get those first few reviews so you can really get some momentum and make sure that your gig lands into the Fiverr algorithm and people are seeing it. And then obviously, if you want to drive traffic to your gigs and not just rely on Fiverr to provide it for you, which is not necessary, you can use your social media. Here is my Instagram. I definitely hit it hard on Instagram, promoting different products and sharing information to just drive business to all of my different things that I offer. If you click on my link tree, like these are all the different things I offer. So hitting it hard on social media is never a bad idea, but I do want to articulate that you don't have to do this. So I was not hitting it hard on social media for the first 5 years on Fiverr. And what's really cool about Fiverr in a lot of ways is that it is actually an anonymous freelancing site, which means that you don't have to do anything as your personal self to make it successful on here. And I know a lot of people love that, who don't want to be on social media. They don't want to create content. They don't want their name associated with all of this stuff. And Fiverr and Upwork are a solution to that if you're not someone who's comfortable being on camera. Obviously, if you are, it can make you a lot of money. I'm just going to be honest about it. Okay, guys, so I'm here to help. You probably have seen my stuff around the internet. I make a crazy amount of content because I'm a crazy person, but I have launched in the last couple months actually my own freelancing marketplace on Facebook. It's only $5 per month. Take it or leave it. I'm going to link it below. It's called the Freelance Fairyland Marketplace. Great place to get your own freelancing clients that Fiverr or Upwork do not own. And I do own also a free Facebook community called Freelancing Mentorship with Alexandra Fasulo. below. Also linked below, has almost 24,000 people in it, other freelancers that you guys can connect with. Share your journey. If you're having a bad day, these people can kind of function as your support team and coworkers. Okay, that was my first video back in a long time. If you guys listen to my podcast, you know I've been making a lot of podcasts, but it's totally different than recording YouTube videos. So here I am. I have survived yet another year of nonstop internet hate, back better than ever. I'm learning to love my haters, and I hope you guys have been well. I'm gonna make a bunch of videos now, so I will be back. Bye!